Hello, I am Dhruval Dudani from KS School of Architecture, here to present my Architectural Design 6 portfolio. The project this time was to design a multimedia campus, which is located, the site location was along RV Road in Bengaluru, which is right opposite to the Lal Bagh Gardens. The area of the site was 6,427.91 meters square, which is approximately equal to 1.5 acres. So it's much compacted site for a campus. Ground coverage was 45%. And before designing, it was important for me to know what exactly a multimedia institute was. So a multimedia institute is a training where it combines multiple media format, that is includes text, audio, images, animation, and video. So we know that these all are independent in their own way. They have their own way of teaching and learning, and so they're unique and identified by their own way. Uh, so that was a basic idea that had put in my project. Now, when we talk about the site is triangular in shape, and it has a higher potential as it is approached by three road networks. That is, all the three sites are having roads. So the approach to the site becomes easier, and also from a triangulated site, uh, it has a greater views when compared to the other shape. And the added advantage is also the context, that is the Lal Bagh Gardens that are present right opposite to the site. Um, so before we designed, we had a pre-design study. So in this pre-design study, we listed across different courses that are provided in country and across the world, and what are the kind of training and what are the area required for each and every course. What are the spaces required for each and every course were listed, and the same thing was implemented into the design. So there are various courses, all these images, text, audio, animation, video were put into different courses as listed on the left hand side, that was implemented in the design. So coming into the concept, as I mentioned that these all courses are having their own unique identity. They are independent and have their own identity. So my idea was to retain that identity. So usually what happens if we have such a compact site, the usual thing that we do is to build one on top of each other. But here, the idea of retaining the uniqueness of each and every course was lost. So what I did was I rotated each and every floor plate into different angles, so that one, it can provide different views, that is taking advantage of the triangulated site, it can provide different views. And secondly, the uniqueness of each and every course can be brought in. So these rotational movement was depending on the course that is there, that is each and every floor plate was resized according to the area required for the course. That is, as I mentioned, the pre-design study was implemented into the concept as well. So that's how the final form was achieved, where each and every course had their own block which had multi-directional views towards the Lal Bagh and other views as well. Now there was one common space in between, which was like a intermediate space for all these departments, which was overlooking all. I mean, all the departments were overlooking to that one common space. So that was a basic concept that was there. Coming to the design planning, the first and important thing is to plan the entries. Now, when we did the pre-design study, we understood that in this triangulated site, the corner here, these two corners, the corner here and the corner here, receives the maximum footfall, pedestrian footfall. Now, the reason for that was also due to the metro station and other hubs or the transportation networks that is provided along that, so that the corners receives more pedestrian footfall. So that corners were implemented, that potential was implemented, and that's where the major entry points to the site were located. So the entry point 1 and the entry point 3 was located in that corner, so that the pedestrians can easily reach into the entry. And of course there was also intermediate entry point located, so that it was according to the standards not more than 30 meters um, should be I mean not more than 30 meters should be an entry point. So intermediate entry points were also located for easy access. And also since there are various departments, it was important for easy flow of circulation, easy circulation to happen from one department to other, or from one particular entry point to various departments. So that's why the service codes are provided right next to the respective entry points. As we see in all the 3 entry points, there are service cores provided right next to them, so that as one approaches the entry point, they can directly be travel, or they can directly move on to the required points, destination points. Coming to the boundary wall, now there is no such physical boundary wall that we can see, because already if you see the site plan, there is already the entire site is surrounded by the trees, which are inside and outside on opposite roads and Lalbagh as well. So there is also already a visual boundary that is there, existing visual boundary, which is much more uh, already physical in nature. So it's more visual, and that's why there was no need of a boundary wall as well. And there is also a connecting bridge that is being provided. Now this connecting bridge was planned firstly to connect different departments, easy flow and circulation. Secondly, it is also a viewpoint that gives multi-directional view to different departments, from where all the departments and different points of campus can be seen, and on opposite side Lalbagh Gardens can be seen. So that was a connecting bridge. Talking with the structural system, it's a composite type, that is the concrete columns and steel beams were used, which are joined by the ring stiffness. And metal decking was a type of the floor slab that was used, composite metal decking, and which had the girder beams that were there. In some places, steel truss columns and also the inclined columns were also introduced. Coming into the site plan now, as I mentioned, it was a triangulated site, and it is 3 side road networks are there. One is a Krumbigal, one-way Krumbigal road, Rashtriya Vidyalaya, that is RV road, is a two-way road, and KP Ramaya road is a two-way road again. So the entry, the corners, this corner and this corners has the entry points, that is entry point 1 and entry point 2. And of course, the larger side of the triangle faces the Lalbagh. So it is an added advantage to this. So coming to the ground floor, now ground floor has a basic functions like the administration, auditorium, and the seminar halls. Now there are entry points here. As soon as we enter, there is a service core located there, administration, auditorium, the washrooms for the auditorium, and we have the seminar hall, and we have the second entry point from here. So this is a common space that I was talking about. It has certain landscape introduced there, and where people can interact, and there is also an intermediate entry point from there. So there are these 3 service core provided right next to their respective entry points, and this becomes the right next to the entry access points. There are the ramps that lead to the underground basement. Coming to the second floor, in the second floor, there is a main office. There is an admission come editing suite for students, and here the auditorium comes to double height, and there is also this particular space given for the maintenance staff. So it's a maintenance staff room for people like gardeners, cleaners, and all. They can relax there. And this is a double height shooting space that is a major important need in the multimedia. And there is also the certain editing space and other studios that are located. Coming to the second floor plan, this is where the actual department starts. So in the second floor, we have web design and graphics, under which there is an intermediate department, that is digital design and animation. So this is the department that is there. Now these departments have these prototype staff rooms and prototype classrooms, which are repeated on different departments as well. So they are same and just repeated on other floors. The second floor also has a cafeteria that is which accommodates 300 people at a time. And also it has a library entry point. So the library is located above this floor. So there's an entry point from down, where the spiral staircase takes you to the next floor. So in the third floor, we have the library. The lower library is also a 2-floor library. So this is the lower floor of the library, where there is one more intermediate deck at an height of 1.2 meter. And there is also the one entry point, that is the spiral stairs that comes up to here. And the third floor of course has another next department, which is of journalism and print media department is there. So as I mentioned, the same prototypes of staff rooms and classrooms have been repeated here. Of course, there is also the washroom units that are provided. These are the service cores that comes up. In the fourth floor plan, the uppermost floor of the library is also there, which has again an entry point to the library on the fourth floor, same as the one seen in second floor. And the fourth floor has authoring and production as its department located here. There are certain waiting areas also provided in all these floors. Coming to the basement plan, so the basement entry, there is an entry ramp from the entry point 3, that down ramp which enters the basement, and there is an exit ramp which comes to the entry point 1. So entry ramp and the exit ramp is there. Totally, it can accommodate 36 cars and 70 two-wheelers at a time, the basement. It has an intermediate resting area and washrooms for the drivers and rest area basically. And there are two service cores which take you to the above floors. Coming to the side sections, there are three cross sections that have been cut through the site, and the building total building height reaches to 18.9 meter. Here we can see different. We can see the service cores on two entry points, and also the library can be seen. So from the second floor, spiral stairs takes to the lower floor of library. From there, upper floor of the library reaches to stairs, and from there also the exit point is also there. We can see also see the auditorium, double height auditorium, and the double height shooting space that is there. That is a major thing in the multimedia which is required. Coming to the walkthrough, this is a small walkthrough of the design. So on the right hand side, we see the entry gate to the Lal Bagh Gardens. Right opposite to it is where the site is situated. So this becomes the entry point 1, and of course the exit ramp. And this is the intermediate space, common space. This is the connecting bridge which connects the various departments. One we see above is the double height library, as I mentioned. Now there are certain landscape introduced here into the site. This is the entry point 2, where there is also cars leading into the entry ramp to the basement, and there are service cores right next to the entry points. This leads to the common space that is there, the common where people can sit, the students especially can sit for some time, and that leads to the intermediate entry, where we have the main reception for the institute, behind which we have the auditorium. And on the left hand side we have the administration, that is principal chamber and other office spaces on the upper floor as well. And this leads to the connecting bridge, that is multi-directional view. On the right hand side we can see Lal Bagh Gardens and Lal Bagh fountains we can see, and on the left hand side it gives a multi-directional view from where each and every department can be viewed, including the reception and the cafeteria space. So this was regarding the walkthrough. Now, after walkthrough, we have certain rendered views. There is plaza space, there is uh, all these plaza and certain bird's eye view. And there is also interior views of administration area, seminar hall, and library. As I mentioned, it's double floor, where the lower floor has an intermediate deck, and the upper floor is also there. Totally 4,000 volumes are there. It includes 4,000 volumes, and the view is, of course, towards the Lal Bagh. And this was regarding the major project. Now coming to the minor project, which was to redesign a movie poster. The movie given assigned for me was In Time. Now basically In Time movie is based on the future where people stop aging after 25 and need to buy time to live. So here time is everything, time is money. So once your time, everyone is inbuilt with a digital clock. Once the time it clocks to 0, you die. So everyone needs to race up to the time. And in this futuristic world, everything is based on the time itself, including buying and selling things and restaurants, malls, etc. Everything. So the poster here, which has been designed, represents that everyone is pacing with the time. One who can run and pace with the time stays forever. The rest die. Coming to the second minor project was to design a logo. The logo design for the Bounce company, which is a bike two-wheeler rental company. The current logo of the Bounce is a bouncing ball, just a bouncing ball, which actually doesn't represent what function it is for. So the redesigned logo, which I thought should have the function that the function should be represented, which is a two-wheeler, and the same color is used because the body of the Bounce two-wheeler is yellow in color. So I've used red as the major color for the logo, so that because red has the highest refractive index, so it can be seen from the farther distance. Also, there is an electric symbol located because the Bounce is planning to convert entire two-wheeler fleet of its to the electric one. So it represents that the vehicle is an electric one. So this is a construction process. The entire construction is through the circles. Entire logo is made through circles. So this was our entire design, 3 design projects that we have. Thank you.